Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, coin collectors of all ages. So, I've been on YouTube for about 11 years, and I think one of the biggest hot topics that always comes up, alright, especially these days since I'm doing these handy-dandy market reports that you hear so much about on BlueRidgeSilverhound's channel, hey, that's me, is that there are a lot of, how do we say this, regular kind of high mintage, very available coins that are selling for just about impossible money. Okay, people just don't know why this modern Lincoln penny or Jefferson nickel or quarter sells for over $10,000. Okay, and I figure now's the right time that you knew the truth. In this video, this is going to hopefully answer all of your questions that you may have regarding coin grading, modern coins, what kind of market gravitates toward the high dollar coins. If you're able to understand this, then you'll know why that this is such a popular, more progressive thing. And yes, it is ridiculous. I think by the time it's all said and done, if you're drinking any sort of fluid at this point, you're probably at some point in the video going to spit out your beverage because it is insane. And we could all thank this new popular trend, this type of set building that I have alluded to in the past, that's going to come to light in this video. So buckle in, enjoy, it's going to be a wild ride. So it's time you knew the truth, alright? And real simple. What's causing the giant sold prices on ordinary high vintage coins? Alright, I already alluded to that, okay? So, what are we talking about here? Well, first of all, let's go ahead and cite a few examples. Why don't we? How about this 1963D Lincoln Memorial Cent that sold for $14,625 on Great Collections in 2018? What? How does this happen? You guys know a 1963D. You have probably come across this coin that looks in phenomenal shape, right? So, how do I cash in on nearly $15,000 of coin, and why did it sell for so much? Okay, that's a great question. Or how about this 1962 Jefferson nickel that brought in $21,150 on Heritage Auctions back in 2013? Sean, can we get a little explanation here? What's going on? That's a lot of money for a coin otherwise that I constantly pick out of rolls or change. You know, I find it in my pocket all the time. So what's the deal? Or how about this 1966 Washington quarter that just so happened to made someone almost $12,000 richer? This one sold on Legend Morphe back in 2019. Barely a year ago. Okay, so, you know, and so on. How about this one? And so on. And so on. Holy crap. I mean, what are we looking at here? We're talking about, again, high mintage coins, relatively modern, save for the 1943 S steel cent, which, by the way, many millions of those are produced and very available in today's marketplace if you wanted a nice mid-state example for not a lot of money. So, yeah, what gives? Well, the reason is registry set building. What in the world is this? Okay, and I could go on all day about how I could just explain how it all works and all that stuff, but without the cues, without the aid of visual explanation, it's going to be extremely tough to discern exactly what a registry set build comprises of. Why do people do it? I can tell you this one thing, though. Registry set building is not entirely new, but it is new-ish. It's probably something that has gained quite a bit of prominence in the last 15 to 20 years. Okay? And what it really comes down to is you're building a set from the coins you send out for grading, or the coins that you buy and purchase and you receive, and all you're doing is putting a certification number and it'll pull up that coin into your set. So let's say if you're, for example, a Lincoln cent builder, okay, you're going to try and assemble every single date of Lincoln Penny that exists. Now, whether or not you want to go for the top high grade or a middle grade or a low ball set is really up to you. But registry set building has been a phenomenon unlike any other that is pushing some wild prices on common, ordinary coins. All right, and also the old stuff. The old stuff has always been expensive, but you're going to see exactly what we're looking at here, and there's no better reference to use than PCGS's website. Okay, PCGS, ngccoin.com. These are a couple of the biggest participants for registry sets in the game today. All right, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at the set registry. We're going to know exactly what it is, why it's driving so much money into the market just because of set building. It seems wild, right? It's like a virtual kind of set building thing. It's like an album in the sky, like a cloud, right? You guys have heard cloud storage, so this is kind of like an album storage, you know, in the cloud. So we're on the main splash page. Okay, PCGS, you got all of the various kind of like main links to go to. There's price guide, there's pop report for grades. Set registry is one of them. So we're going to go ahead and click into that. We're going to take a look, first and foremost, of what we're seeing here. Okay, so you can see this graphic kind of like, you know, in action. So you can join for free. So you're organizing, you're managing a collection across multiple devices, and yes, you know, you could probably read it yourself. So it's a points-based system, points-based kind of set building. You're trying to one-up the other guy who's also trying to do a set that is similar, if not better than yours. Okay, you're competing in yearly awards. We're going to take a look and see what exactly these yearly awards are. I mean, if it's a regular wooden plaque, all right, would that justify the hundreds of thousands of dollars that's being driven into registry sets every year? And then you can unlock free submissions, okay, as you go. You know, so as you complete your sets, regardless of the grade level, okay, PCGS will throw you a bone here and there. Now, considering the value of free submissions, let's say they give you 10 free submissions, that's worth around $250 as an example. Now, is that worth justifying paying $20,000 on a coin that you or I probably look at and are like, oh yeah, this is worth, at the most in this condition, 50 cents. That's what it really boils down to. So, one thing that we'll see here, this is the amount of registered sets in the registry portal on PCGS. 117,156. There are quite a few people that are participating in the registry set game today. So keep that in mind. This is something that is extremely popular, and there are a lot of collectors, new and old, that are, you know, stepping up in a big way to participate. It's a lot of fun for the people that do this sort of thing, but also keep in mind, registry set building is not for the faint of heart. It's kind of like the equivalent of the King of Kings of coin collecting. It's like royalty for the traditional, you know, coin collector. This is a high dollar proposition. All right, so there are a number of set categories. Okay, there are U.S. coins, which is the most popular. And these are all active links, hyperlinks. So all you have to do is collect it, or you know, click into them. But I can tell you this right now: if you wanted to take part in a registry, okay, it doesn't have to be all high end. Okay, they have something called an everyman collections, all right, which are more attainable for folks like you and I. I'll be honest, I cannot do a high end penny collection, not off of my current rate of pay. I can tell you that right now. But there are a number of really cool avenues that you could go with registry set collecting. And for the most part, whether your game is U.S. coins or foreign, there is some desirability in just about every conceivable denomination, age, date, type coin out there. All right, so Registry Set is doing a lot of good for collecting in general. Okay, it's very competitive. It's fun to be able to search out the next coin on your list. So there is even one for young numismatists. I believe that's 18 and under, or 19 and under, or whatever. Even those guys can take part in a registry set. So yeah, I say it's like the sport of King of Kings, but at the same time, it's a very approachable thing to do with your coins, your graded coins, and that is one of the big reasons why you would authenticate your coins, is to participate in something like this. Aside from the obvious, where it's a coin that's been in your collection for a long time and you just want to preserve it, or maybe it's a coin that is worth money, and to validate the high price value of said coin, you would need to authenticate it, then sell it. All right, so there's a few reasons, but this one right here is really wildly affecting the market value of modern coins, not only in the U.S., but all over the place, all over the world. So just for kicks, let's go ahead and check out the U.S. coins one right here. So it drills down from famous U.S. coins, and it goes by denomination in ascending order. And then you get to like proof sets, mint sets, and it details how many sets are in those particular categories. Lowball sets is one of my favorites. So like your poor ones, your fair twos. You're trying to assemble an entire set of poor coins of a specific series, like Morgan dollars. Can you imagine how challenging it would be to find poor one and fair two in every single coin in Morgan's? And it has to be problem free. No clean coins, no damage, nothing like that. So that it is a fully kind of like encompassed, continuously morphing sector in coin collecting. All right, so this list right here, 5 years from now, will probably have other types of coin subtypes in there. There might be one with hold coins, or there might be like a specific year set. All right, and you're trying to assemble a certain, like, either lowball for 1935 coins, all straight across the board, or whatever. So to make it easy, let's go ahead and explore student nickels. That's always a popular one. All right, so you click into nickels, and you have an absolute kind of like what my mind's doing right now. It's information overload. So you have shield nickels, and you have specialty sets right here. Liberty nickels, now specialty, circulation strikes, and then pattern proofs. Wow, okay, I didn't know those existed. But you could just see, exactly what we got here. So when we get into Jefferson Nickels, which is kind of like one of my main focuses, because this is a design that is more readily identifiable to the general public today, because it's an active, non-obsolete coin that is still in circulation. Sometimes it helps just to kind of go through and pick one. So the one with the most, sets is the basic. Okay, so this is the proof, 1965 to present. This is a modern type because it's 1965. We go and click in this thing, and number of required items. There's 57 coins to assemble an entire set for the basic set of proof 1965 to present age. All right, current finest possible set rating is 71.246. All right, so it goes as far as like a whole number. I guess 0 to 100 is what we're looking at. So we have a selection of the top 5 under this specific set build, and you have these. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 top 5. Charisma Dunes is the top set at 71.25. All right, so this person has won Best of the Registry for 2017, 18, and 19, 3 years in a row. So this CC Coiner was the last one. They haven't put a 2020 yet. That's probably at the end of the year. But you can see even this Erasmus Hall, which is updated and it's live. was the top billing type of set for this subset for quite a few years. Okay, and then this one took over the top spot. So if you wanted to, I mean, and then there's a more detailed list with other participants, and then you could view the entire list. There's more people out there. So let's say if we wanted to explore Charisma Dune's set, then we'll just click on the username. So current rank, first place, set complete, 100%, set rating, this, that, GPA weighted. So as you can see, it's almost like being in college. There's a lot of like grade point average type stuff we're dealing with here. I suppose this guy would be the valedictorian of this particular set. So generally there would be photos and images of every coin. There's only images of the first three. So we got the 65, 66, and 67 special mid sets. And then this is the grade obtained by this particular user. So for instance, the 65 that this person submitted is an SP67D Cameo. All right, so it's even got the PCGS certification number, or at least an abbreviated type of it, along with some of the other coins on the list. Now, to get a perfect, you would have to be 70, 70, 70 on every single coin, but there are just some coins where you just can't achieve that. But how impressive is this? Every single coin in the modern age, save for the first couple, are approved 70D cameos. That's what you want. So it's 2 pages, so I'm sure it goes all the way up to like 2019 or 20 or whatever. But there's a lot of information here. It even gives you the individual population numbers, the total amount graded for that particular level. So this 2001S nickel, it approved 70D Cameo, has a pop of 1069. There's actually quite a few of them out there. So pretty incredible. So he's got the top pop on every single coin with exception of the 65 SMS, because if you go over here, it's a pop 14 in a 67 deep cameo, but there are 18 finer coins, probably a 68, there might even be a 69 in the mix. But I'm willing to bet that if this person grabs a hold of a 68 or 69, that's going to drive the grade point average up. All right, so this person to continue at the highest level with this set, because, you know, one of the other guys could come in and swoop right in by picking up the one available Proof 69 Deep Cameo that is currently on auction, like, for example, on Stacks Bowers or Heritage. You're going to have these top, like, 2 or 3 registry set participants vying for that coin. So do a little bit of kind of like common sense thinking here. That is going to drive the price up of a 65 SMS in a SP68. Let's say if that's the highest grade value. Deep Cameo. If there's 3 people engaging in a bidding war so they could own it for the registry set, yeah, that could be a $5,000 coin or higher. So that's how ridiculous it could get. And that is the justification for the high price values of a lot of the coins that I highlighted at the beginning of the video. All right, so we've identified exactly, you know, what all this really means. All right, so we have all of these end users submitting their coins for specific sets. Again, you could do any type of set. You could do half cents, you know, Drake busts. You could do Eisenhower dollars. You could do presidential dollars. They have a registry for that as well. But you can do typesets. You can do the finest typeset, one of every coin ever made. Yeah, not ever made, but one of every design type of coin produced since the beginning, which is what, 1794 or something like that. So let's go ahead and take a look at the awards, because I'm kind of curious. Okay, keep in mind, for you young collectors, okay, there is a registry set program available for you. It's a lot of fun. So if you're a young gun and you want to get into something that's pretty fun, you can do that as well. All right, so I went back a little bit too far. Let's go ahead and take a look at the yearly awards. Okay. So the yearly awards, again, what I always say when I refer to registry set collecting it's bragging rights. All right, so these are the gold level 2020s best classic sets, and it kind of breaks down what the award is going to entail for that specific category. There's a best low ball set right here, and then for this category, the awards go to those that have put together the lowest graded sets. It's tougher than you think, and yes, it really is. There aren't too many poor ones and fair twos of some of your favorite coins, especially the moderns. You're going to have to go back probably 100 to 150 years and focus on those type of coins. Best of the registry winners, okay? Icons will be awarded to each set that is ranked number 1 with at least 95% completion. So this is the more basic symbol that you'll receive, and then there's a platinum level as well, which have won gold 5 years in a row. So you have to win one of these 5 years in a row up here. And then you have like a Hall of Fame. And then you have a 10-year anniversary. That's it. Okay, and then like it said at the beginning, you can unlock free submissions. So outside of that, it's not like there's a ridiculous kind of like big cash prize or anything like that. It really is bragging rights. And that is the main driver in the value of a lot of these coins. It's pretty crazy. Go on PCGS.com, research the different registries on there. You never know. You might find something you might like. Again, you don't have to hit the top billing level of every single grade of coin. You could do all VFs. You could do all fines. You know, there's no wrong way to do it. But for those people that like and enjoy the high grade stuff, where it's like a huge thrill to them, that's where the big money lies. Okay, and that justifies the $21,000 for the 1962 Jefferson Nickel. People don't buy these coins generally as an investment. And I'm talking about the modern post-1950 coins. They are doing it strictly for the registry on either PCGS or NGC. Okay, and that's what it's all about. Really, in hindsight, I mean, it's a crapshoot. So in some cases, if you have a really good set, but one of your coins, someone else ends up grading one that's finer, that's going to drive the market value of that coin down quite a bit. Anytime there's something newer or higher in the population reports, it's going to hurt the value of the coins underneath it. So keep that in mind. There's a lot at stake. Again, it's a kind of a feeding frenzy. At the end of the day, when a top pop coin ends up on like eBay or Great Collections or Heritage, when you have like 3-4 people gunning for that coin for the registry set, it's going to go sky high, and it's going to be ridiculous. And to a lot of us, like myself, I'm going to be like, well, I don't see the value, but I'm glad someone else does, specifically for this reason. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and hopefully this was able to give you a lot of information regarding the current state of the market regarding these modern U.S. coins and other coins as well. Why are they selling so much? Now you know. Again, registry set is something I've always wanted to do, but was kind of shy, I guess, or worried about how I would stack. I would be too hard on myself, and again, it's not for everybody, but there's a lot of people that it is for. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, share, subscribe, hit the bell for instant notification as always for the first-hand access to all of the newest videos. And as always, Coinaholics, we are discovering together. You guys enjoy the hobby, have fun collecting money, and I'll see you on the next video. You guys take care now.